Capstone Project title: A Motion Graphic Video for Mental Health Awareness by Karen Pau, Maria Josel Robas, Paul Matthew Sandrino, and Neil Angelo Repals.
Hi, I am Maria Josel Robas and I'll be discussing the Chapter 1, which includes the introduction, objectives of the study, scope and limitation, and significance of the study. These are the revision and recommendation from the previous title defense.
At first, the researchers' Capstone project primary objective was to raise students' awareness of mental health issues using campaign materials. Additionally, this study aims to encourage students to seek medication and stop stigma. After the defense, the panelists decided to modify and expand upon the researchers' primary goal. Additionally, since the Capstone project was already completed, the panelists decided that in addition to the primary purpose, we should also focus on promoting mental health care. These are the changes in researchers' Capstone project. Number 1, title: From a short film using 2D animation in development of campaign materials for mental health awareness to emotion graphics for mental health awareness. Our goal: to raise students' awareness of mental health issues using campaign materials to focus on promoting mental health care and awareness using motion graphics. Objectives of the study: to gather informations to gather relevant informations. Second, to develop a campaign materials on mental health awareness and to implement a straightforward, entertaining motion graphics for issues related of mental health. And lastly, to evaluate the campaign materials through technical content and functionality and to carry out a successful campaign awareness, to evaluate the projects suitable for its intended use through technical content, effectiveness, and functionality, and lastly, paraphrase, references, formats, and information.
Hello, my name is Neil Repollas and I will be discussing Chapter 2, Project Synthesis. It is thought that developing creative and entertaining motion graphics with information on mental health awareness can be useful in disseminating information promoting mental health care. Furthermore, such a medium is more accessible given that society has now become reliant on technology, with the internet and digital devices serving as the primary sources of information for individuals. Conceptual framework. In order to build the project, the researchers will follow a concept and set of processes which are outlined in the conceptual framework of the study. The researchers use the input-output paradigm to give the investigation with structure and direction. The IPO model is a useful graph that shows the inputs, outputs, and necessary processing steps that turn inputs into outputs.
I'm Paul Sandrino and I'll be discussing about Chapter 3, which includes the research design, sources of data, data gathering procedures, software development methodology, and system requirements. Sources of data. The Bupc Guidance Counselor and Nursing Department responses serve as the main sources of data for the researchers' analysis in the study. Analysis of the responses led to the use of them as the study's findings. This study has also been supported by information gathered from published books on the subject and data from online research. Data gathering procedure. The researchers gathered all the information through the internet and had an opportunity to have it evaluated to the one of the instructor of nursing department and a guidance coordinator for approving the content of the video. Software development methodology. The researchers use pipeline as a method. It is made up to 3 parts: pre-production, production, and post-production. It is a structured series of procedures that individuals carry out to finish an animated film. Motion graphic workflow has been implemented in the project design process. It will start with establishing the project ideas before deciding on the final idea and evaluating it later. System requirement. In the making of this project, the researchers used several types of application software. This includes Adobe Illustrator, Adobe After Effects, and Adobe Premiere. For the hardware, they use desktop with a specification of Intel Core i5. with 64-bit operating system and 4 GB storage.
Hi, I'm Karen Paño and I'll be discussing Chapter 4 and Chapter 5. Chapter 4. It includes result and findings, evaluation result, analysis of result. For the evaluation of the gathered data, the researchers used the Likert scale, with a scale of 5 as excellent, 4 as very good, 3 as good, 2 as fair, and 1 as poor. The project was evaluated using a questionnaire that was divided into 3 categories, which is effectiveness, functionality, and technical content. The effectiveness category all includes the clarity of the flow and the video structure, which have average weighted mean 4.69 with an interpretation of excellent. The functionality category contains the understandability and awareness topic that have an average weighted mean of 4.87 with the interpretation of excellent. For the technical content category, it includes the composition of 2D, design consistency, animation of 2D, and sound effects, with an average weighted mean of 4.78 with an interpretation of excellent. As seen in the Table 6 overall result, the average weighted mean of all 3 categories is 4.78, which obtain an excellent interpretation. Chapter 5. It includes conclusions, recommendations, and summary of the findings. Objective 1. The researchers found out an information gathered about the mental health awareness and its solution that conceptualized the development of the motion graphic video. Mental health care that gives awareness and solution to the students who suffer from the mental health problems. Objective 2. The study focused on the 2-dimensional motion graphic video about mental health awareness, which aimed to give awareness to the students, was developed through a thorough and careful planning. It was made possible using animation pipeline and utilizing software. Objective 3. The video was evaluated and criticized by 33 random students from Bicol University Pulangi campus. The effectiveness category received an excellent remark, obtaining a weighted mean of 4.69. The functionality category received an excellent remark, obtaining a weighted mean of 4.87. The technical content category received an excellent remark, obtaining a weighted mean of 4.80, with a total average weighted mean of 4.78, which is an excellent remark. Conclusions. The analysis and presentation of the gathered data discovered the following conclusions. Number 1. It can be concluded that a pipeline that produces 2D motion graphic video about mental health awareness can be created. Number 2. The researchers were able to design and develop 2-dimensional motion graphic video about mental health awareness through the information gathered during the researchers' pre-production process and their expertise in animation. Number 3. The researchers were able to conclude the outcome of the motion graphic video using handing out an evaluation instrument to random students, which consists of various questions and categories. The graphic video had attained the weighted mean of 4.78, which is an excellent interpretation. Lastly, recommendations. Based on the findings of the study, the following recommendations were given. Number 1. The improvements of background music. Number 2. The improvements of visuals to persuade not only for adults and teenagers, but also for kids. Number 3. Be more accessible for others who want to watch and learn about mental health.